They just got a lot of support for.
I thought it was, but it's unbelievable, Paul. It's like Philly Norway supports Liverpool, you know.
Aye, I know.
See if you're a local Scouser, a lot of them can't get tickets for the games. You can if you come from America, Canada, Norway and stuff like that, but they've priced a lot of the local guys at the game. A lot of them don't go anyway, they sit in pubs, but everyone's got they've got a right fanatical support, and I love them, man. I love
I really enjoyed my time there, and I think Muzz as well. Like, I mean, I had an option of maybe going to see Man City that day, but I might have been 70 quid a ticket. You know what I mean?
And they've been shite.
I would have been shite. And I went to Everton, and thanks to yourself, I got a good price on a ticket, and got good seats, sitting with people who were good and good crack. I mean, and brilliant. I mean, good day out.
Good stuff. So what do we reckon tomorrow night? You going tomorrow, Paul?
Aye, I'm going. I'm looking forward to it. It'll take another 6-0. That'll do me.
I know. I think they should have no bad support. Should be.
Aye.
A decent crowd of them, so it should be all right. I'm actually going to come home for work and drive back in, so that I'm no stuck in the town. I'm staying off the Devon for a wee while, so I'll just come home and get the kids and take them in.
You must have gone hard in Wolfsburg, I tell you.
Aye, I did.
You must have gone deep.
Aye, there was a lot of drinking then, I'll tell you that. But it was great. It was brilliant.
Here, thanks to Big Baz for all your for all your wee photographs.
No, it was our Joe.
Was it Joe?
Aye. Aye, it wasn't Baz. Baz isn't it? Baz is a bit of a sweetie wife, but no like him, or Joe. He's taking the biscuit. I've got a few of him that I just would refuse to publish. But there you go. He's got to remember I'm his best man next year.
Oh, right, no, that's right.
He's in dodgy ground.
Oh, brilliant, man, brilliant.
But, aye, so it was a great laugh, man. Really good laugh. But right. So tomorrow night, I'm looking forward to it, and I think the team's starting to play. You know, they're starting to come together as a unit, and obviously Dial is demanding of them. And towards the end of games, he's not happy when they settle on their laurels and settle for 3-0, 4-0. But we've came a cropper at a few home games this season. You know, it's just not worked out for us. But I think things will go. I think things will go well. Joe, did you know of something to say for the Celtic Graves as well?
Oh yes, let me just find that first. Hold on, we've got to find it to make sure.
And see another thing for anybody that's listening in. See if you go into Hail Media's page. We done a podcast a few weeks back about the meeting that Celtic had, that myself, Paul and Liam Brummy were at, and we spoke about the things. Well, the minutes were published by Celtic, so Liam's uploaded them to Hail Media's website. So if you just go onto the website and you can read the full list of the minutes, and you can make up your own mind, have a few comments on it, whatever. But here's hoping that takes us some places and they start getting a bit of traction and getting things done. But it's a start anyway.
Right, so I've got this here, Celtic Graves. It's they want to thank everybody first for anybody that's purchased the season's membership.
Yep,
Celtic Graves,
£10,
right? And they'll be doing a raffle for the 4 Jimmy Quinn booklets signed by Fergus McCann. Winners announced soon, obviously. And membership can still be bought. It's still open, and it's a donation of £10, £10 sterling, to donate at CelticGraves.com via PayPal. Okay, that's donate at CelticGraves.com through PayPal. That's how you can join, right? So you send £10, donate at CelticGraves.com to PayPal, and you get a membership. And you also get a badge sent out, and the badges will be sent out very, very soon, obviously within a week or so. So, okay, well, actually, you know what? The winners of the booklets are here. I've read too far. Winners of the book, Fergus McCann booklet, are Stephen Lamb, Frank Rafters, Kevin Flynn, and Meg Clark. So they're saying Jimmy Quinn booklets by Fergus McCann. And yes, so again, so £10, donate at CelticGraves.com via PayPal, and you get a badge, and you contribute to the great work that Celtic Graves do, because, I mean, again, another fantastic initiative just through fans, through Celtic, you know. And what other club has these things? Nobody. Does anybody have these?
Everton, my mate runs the Everton one. They've got a Everton history thing with the Graves. They've did a couple. They did one at Easter Road. An old Everton player. He was buried in Edinburgh. An old Everton player, and they done the Hibs hosted them. They done a thing up there. But the Celtic Grave guys have helped them a lot as well. So my mate Paul Wharton, Everton Heritage Society, so he's been in contact. I put him in contact with the guys for the Celtic Graves, and they've helped him. They've helped him quite a lot with a lot of the stuff that they've been doing. So, aye. But nothing like the Kano Foundation. I'm working on a couple of things in the background and trying to get things done. But no, there's nobody in the world, I don't think, that does anything like the Kano Foundation. So I think Celtic fans should be very, very proud of ourselves.
I was just thinking today, you know what you should do? You should be an agent. You fucking know everybody.
I don't.
You do?
I don't.
Everybody I meet says they know you.
Because you've asked me and you've met my mates. It's a pre-arranged meeting with one of my
But I said it to Stevie. I have to say thanks to Stevie, Liam, and Paddy, and David for taking me to the game as well, because it was good crack to go with somebody else. But I said to Stevie, Jason knows everybody, doesn't he? And he goes, aye, knows fucking everybody.
Well, the thing is, Stevie's for Belfast and you're for Belfast, and it's me that bloody knows him. How weird is that?
Oh, but he's from a different part of Belfast, though.
He's for Andytown. Not that far away for you, is it?
Oh, you thought it was somewhere else, no?
No, he's for Andytown. But Paddy's for the Ormer Road.
Paddy's been on the road, that's right,
Aye.
Paddy's good crack.
Good crack.
Anyway, what else? I know the toilet. I'm back in a second, right? Fill in there, lads.
So what's your prediction for the Mora, Paul?
I think we'll win 3 or 4-0, to be honest. I think. I mean, it feels like we seem to be playing every 2 or 3 days at the minute. You know,
Yes, I know.
It's kind of non-stop, and I think people need to understand that when Ronnie Dyler's trying to implement new stuff, he's not getting much opportunity to do it in the training ground, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's important to cement our place. Over the next few weeks. You could argue that we've got a reasonable run of fixtures coming up with obviously Thistle and then St Mirren. And then
Thistle, Motherwell and Saturday.
Sorry, Thistle, Motherwell, St Mirren, and then Dundee United, and then Ross County. So and then Thistle again, and then Kilmarnock. So this would be the time to go and sort of cement it. But I think it's really, I mean, it's pretty. I find it actually, we kind of touched on this earlier on, Jason, but I find it incredible that we're in 4 competitions next year, and nobody's really buzzing about that. I mean, it's a fantastic achievement.
And the thing is, as well, we're going about this 10 in a row. This 10 in a row is within our grasp.
Aye.
And can you imagine you're living during that, and you've been attending the games during Celtic winning 10 in a row?
I know.
It's monumental. And for us, for our age group, 40s, early 40s and whatever, you were brought up, first of all, you were brought up, you just expected Celtic to, it was 2 points if you played the Rotten Mob. But then Aberdeen and Dundee United came along, and I think I went to Aberdeen, it was 9 times or whatever, 8 or 9 times for the first time Celtic won. I'd seen about 4 or 5 draws, and we used to get thrashed at Dundee United as well.
Aye.
You say in Aberdeen, Dundee United used to come to Celtic Park and beat us, and we'd a right good team at the time. And then the late 80s, and then the Barn years after the centenary season, and then won the Scottish Cup 89, and that was us to 95 before we won a trophy. So it's people that nowadays don't know how good they've got it, and just long may it continue. We're in 4 tournaments. Ronnie Dyle is trying to implement a style that hopefully will work. I mean, we were critical of him at the start, but it was unfounded, and I totally admit I jumped the gun big time. But I think the guy definitely will get it right, and I just love the way the togetherness of the team, and it's brilliant, And I think the Mora, I fancy as myself. I fancy him about 4-1, 5-1 the Mora. I think we could really go for it.
And hopefully, the night the future's looking bright. The reserve team won 6-1 at Murray Park tonight, so.
I just get that text there now, mate.
So I mean that'll just when they thought they might have got some Christmas cheer, we'll just go over and let smack their fucking youth team and all. So
it's good to see they're building for the youths, that mob. Bloody hell, And see another thing, James Forrest is starting to get fit again, and that to me is a massive positive thing for Celtic. Because I don't think there's a player like him in Scottish football.
I was watching a video of him last night. Somebody put a montage together on YouTube of him. He's a spectacular player, like, when he's on the game.
He's phenomenal. Yeah. And when he runs at the defenders, they
can't stop him.
Aye.
And his footwork is fantastic. Like, I mean, he's quick, he's small, he's got that low centre of gravity that makes him like move. He has that zippy move. It's amazing. The main thing is keeps getting injured.
Well, fingers crossed, Ronnie will sort it. So,
speaking of that, since you mentioned the Sevco, we may as well go in and talk about hold on a second.
About the Comancheros.
How's the music built in here? It's not working. The Gringo is back in town. That's what it was there.
Leave Ann Cleef.
Craigie Wade came back into town. Anyway, right. Came back into town looking suave, looking sophisticated, had a bit of a growth, had a bit of a long hair, looking pretty slick back. Look like he spent that 25 million ticketless money quite well. I gotta say, man, this is utter comedy. It's better. It's longer than Monty Python.
Mm-hmm.
That's how fucking long it's going on.
It's insane, and it sort of brought it home to me as well a few weeks ago when we were playing Hearts and the Hearts fans were getting them all sorts of, you let your club die, and who are you? And how true, because they did. They basically, because they believe anybody that comes in, and they don't want to stick their hands in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They need they are the people. They need a saviour, and they need somebody to come and save them. And how can they not just, with the amount of fans they've got, how can they not just get together and save their club?
I know it's like, we love our club, not that much for fuck's sake.
Aye, nah.
No, I mean, it's exactly that. You just expected, because that's how they've been conditioned for 2 decades, to just be able to do it all the time. And, as I said before, say again, if anybody still thinks that, all this stuff that's went on over the last few years is all due to wee Craigie White, then, didn't buy the Astis years or come and see the film, because you're just never going to get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was a takedown of an immense proportion. And, I mean, it's the fans to me have actually, the penny has actually dropped at last, I think, with him, in the sense that they've realised that the only thing that'll get them change at the new club is to starve them out, you know what I mean? And you see their crowd on Sunday, it was very poor, I believe, and they're boycotting merchandise and all that kind of thing, and it's the only way you get rid of them. But Ashley's effectively took control of that club for a £2 million loan, which he increased to a £3 million loan, which is payable back in April 2015, and he effectively runs that football club. I mean, that's absolutely staggering, you know what I mean, that he was able to gain full control.
That's how weak the brand is, though, Paul, obviously. That's how weak the brand is, that a guy can give him a couple of £1 million and go, right, I own this now.
Well, actually, it's funny, you see that Job's talking to a guy on Saturday in Ireland who was saying exactly that a guy in his work was saying to him that, and he said, you can't be he says, he growing up now in Ireland, he says, you can't be a Rangers supporter now. And he was like, what do you mean? He says, these fuckers have destroyed the brand. The people who, the nutcases who support them, the knuckle draggers who march in the kits, and the people who fucking have ran the fucking first club into the ground and now got to do the same, similar scenario with the second club. The brand's toxic. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely fucking toxic, and they didn't have any kind of way out. I mean, the one opportunity they should have had, and they probably end up doing, was they could have went for fan ownership right away when they started again, and had a new clean sheet of paper. It's a new club. We're starting at the bottom. Let's do it. But no, as Jason said, it had to be the We Are the People triumphalist. Let's fucking spend our way out this league, spend our way out that league. And what's happened now is they've gone into a situation where they've been 2 years playing against fucking butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers, and now they're playing against people who fucking train more than 2 nights a week, and they're getting found out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you hear these nonsensical discussions on Sportsound about, oh yeah, they'd definitely be top 6 if they played in the SPL. Absolute fucking rubbish. There's one massive difference between raising your game for a Kilmarnock or a St Johnstone at home, is the squad. The squad would not be able to cope with a fucking rigorous top flight season.
No.
Because it's just not good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're talking about the guys, young boys at Hearts have got in that, right? Against Van Dijk and Ambrose. And they're running their bollocks off, right? They might not have the technical ability, and they still can't get near them. What the fuck is Chris Boyd got to do against Virgil van Dijk? You know what I mean? It doesn't even bear thinking about. And if I was one of their fans, God forbid, then I'd be like that. Listen, we could get fucking annihilated at Hampden off of Celtic.
Yep. And
I mean,
I
big
think
pitch,
they will.
the way we pass the ball, and if another